my crafty friends, and we are here, the first day of the 30-day crafting challenge, and today we're going to do something really fun. We're going to make something out of this cardboard box. Just a plain cardboard box that brought me some of my treasures from Amazon. So stick around because I'm going to show you how to turn this cardboard box into something really helpful that you can use. My crafty friends, it's me, Lisa from True Whimsy, and I am so excited. Are you as excited as I am to start this 30-day crafting challenge? I'm super excited. And for the first project, I thought we should make it really easy and fun. So we're only going to need a few things, and this is the most important thing that we're going to need. This is just a cardboard box that came from Amazon. You don't have to use an Amazon box. You can use whatever type of box you have, but you'll need a cardboard box and a couple of old t-shirts. Now, I went to the Goodwill because I didn't want to cut up any of my t-shirts, so I found a couple of shirts. This is one t-shirt, and then instead of a t-shirt, I found a sweater. So you can use two t-shirts or do what I'm doing and use a sweater and a t-shirt. Then you're going to need some craft glue, as well as a couple of pair of scissors, and a glue gun will make this a little bit easier too. And then just a little bit of cotton rope. These are all of the things that you're going to need for this project. So to start, I'm just going to remove any of the loose remnants of the box. And next I'm going to cut off the 4 pieces of the top of the box. So when you're done, you should just have the box itself and no top. But don't throw these away because we are going to be using them later on in the project. So just push them off to the side. Now, with whatever t-shirt you're going to be using, you'll want to make sure that it's going to cover the box. So I'm just going to put this t-shirt over top just to make sure it will cover it. Let's see. Yep, my t-shirt will cover this box. So this is perfect. So the first step is I'm actually going to cut the sleeves off of the t-shirt, and I'm just going to follow the seams. The next part is I'm going to cut off the top of the t-shirt. And it won't matter if your t-shirt edge is jaggedy like that. Just don't worry about that. So this is our remaining remnant of fabric. Now, if you don't have a t-shirt, but if you have some old fabric or an old blanket or something that you want to use, you could totally use that instead. So now I can grab my cardboard box. And the biggest thing is I want to make sure I'm going to have enough fabric that is going to cover the bottom of the box. So next I'm going to secure the t-shirt to the bottom of the box. So I'm going to glue one side down to the center, and I'm just going to use some tacky glue. This is Aleene's tacky glue, and I actually got this at the Dollar Tree, which was an excellent deal. So I'm just going to put some glue along the bottom that I can secure my t-shirt to. And then I'll repeat the process on the other side. Now I am going to fold in that edge so I get a nice clean edge on my box. Just like that. So this is what I have so far. And next what I'm going to do is bring the sides of the t-shirt over, kind of like a Christmas present. And then I'm going to secure these down as well. All right, so that is the bottom of our box. So now I'm gonna flip the box upright and I'm going to secure those top edges of the t-shirt to the inside of my box. And I'm just gonna use hot glue for this part. I'm just gonna do one side at a time. So now I'm going to put some handles on my box. So I'm going to cut this cotton rope down into 2 pieces. And mine are about 16 inches long. And now I'm going to poke some holes on the side of my box because I'm going to feed that rope through. I think I want this to be a little bit in the middle-ish. Then I'm going to pull my rope through and tie a knot on one end of it. And that will prevent the rope from pulling back through. So I'm going to repeat the process. And again, tying a knot in the end. And now my storage container has a handle. So now I have to duplicate this on the opposite side. So I have basically created a box with handles now out of a cardboard box. All right, but we're not finished. So now I'm going to put a liner inside of my storage box that I've made. But before I do that, I am going to take those pieces that I cut off earlier, and I'm going to tuck those down into the bottom of the cardboard box. Just going to use a little bit of hot glue and secure these pieces down. And that will give a little bit more stability to my storage box that I've created. So now I'm going to take the sweater and I'm going to make a liner that will go inside this box. So what I'm going to do on the sweater is I'm going to cut this as high as I can on the armpits. So now I'm going to turn it inside out. And because the sweater I chose actually is like open on the bottom, I am going to glue those ends down together. And I'm actually going to use that side as my finished edge. So this side of my sweater, I'm actually going to glue this part together. This is where I had cut earlier. So I'm going to use hot glue and secure that bottom edge. And then I'm going to let that glue set up for just a minute. And then on the finished edge of the sweater, I'm actually going to fold that down over top of itself. With the sweater, it actually makes it pretty easy. And then I'm going to tack down this end of the sweater, still inside out. Then I'm going to flip it over and repeat the process. So now I have one open end and one closed end of my sweater. Now here's where it gets really fun. So I'm going to take my box and I'm going to put in that sweater piece and fold it over the edges. And look at that. I have been able to create a really cool piece of storage that I can put stuff in using a cardboard box. I really like that sweater instead of using a t-shirt, but if you just have a t-shirt, you could use that too. But I like the texture that it gives by using that sweater for the liner for the storage box that I made. So you see, using just a little bit of recycled materials, some old t-shirts, and a box that I was just gonna throw away anyway, I was able to make a really fun and practical storage container that I can use in my craft room. Hopefully you enjoyed this very easy DIY. So much fun, so easy to do. And like I said in the beginning, this is the first day in my 30-day crafting challenge. So hopefully you will get some really fun ideas of different things that you can make for your craft room, for gift giving, or if you're like me, just to be able to use those crafting supplies that you've bought and you weren't really sure how to use them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe and click that bell notification so you will be alerted when I have a new video coming out, which will be tomorrow, in fact. And we're gonna make some really fun sea glass type items or jars, bottles, whatever, using these different bottles that I got from the Dollar Tree or I've had, and we're gonna turn these into sea glass. So be sure to come back tomorrow for that video.